Okay. So for check-in today, let's just share something positive that's happened this week. Doesn't even have to be Beachbody related. You can start.
I didn't have to create schedules for any week. That was good. Oh, hold on. Feedback. Anyway, yeah, no schedule to create for seasonals. It's a class for the holiday, so.
Very good. Jessica?
I'm getting off work early tomorrow. That's a plus. And I handed out my first business card today, which I was really excited. So.
Oh, me. I had an hour of quiet all to myself. Well, I'm still in my quiet time, so I'm feeling good right now.
Is Cindy's video frozen for anybody else besides me?
Hey, that's amazing. So awesome.
No, it's frozen. Oh,
okay.
there it goes.
Frozen.
Sorry, I'm too fast for it. So, well, as long as you can hear me, then I'll go. For me this week has been how amazing our team is doing. It is phenomenal to me, like the momentum this week that the team has picked up on. So, okay, hold on just a second. So yeah, so we have one person, Alicia, and we'll kind of do segue into recognition too. Who is the person who called in? Do you want to share if you do speak now?
It's me, Cindy, but I'm at work, so I have to mute you.
Okay, no problem. Okay, I just wanted to make sure I didn't leave anybody out intentionally. So, okay. So speaking of the momentum that our team is having, so we have Alicia, who is just on the brink of going Ruby. We have Christy, who may quite likely sign up 3 coaches tonight. That would give her a total of 7 coaches. So she's close to getting to Diamond. And I believe she has, and then Tiffany has an Emerald coach who's Christy. And she is 1 coach away from hitting Diamond. And then she will just need her Emerald coach. And she's got a coach signing up tonight. So there's lots of rank changes and advancements on our team. And a handful of Emerald coaches that should be Emerald coaches by the end of the month. So it's kind of cool and exciting. And it's kind of cool and exciting to see it all happening at once. So welcome, Savannah.
Hi.
Hi. So,
So
that's
light
great.
here.
We also have massive volume from pretty much everybody. I'm not even going to go into the volume recognition because there's just so many. But Success Club, we have Christy, when her 3 coaches sign up, she'll be at Success Club 6. Georgie's at 4. Robert LaBelle is at 4. I'm at 6. Molly's at 6. Tiffany Bennett's at 2 and should be 4 by the end of the night. So we have a ton of people. Hold on. Sorry, priorities. We have a ton of people who are just on the brink of hitting Success Club. So, and Alicia will be hitting Success Club too. And Jessica is really close. She has 4, right? Or 2?
I think I'm still at 2. Yeah.
2. Okay. Yeah. So
yeah, I've got a ton of people interested. Just it probably won't happen until December, unfortunately. But I'm still trying to get to it. So
yeah,
I'm excited for December.
Yeah, just keep inviting because like anytime we get to this point, I always like to share when I went to Summit in June. By the time I came home, I was at 0, and it was the 26th of June, I believe. So there were only 4 days left in the month, and I hit Success Club this month.
Awesome.
So all you have to do is just keep sharing and following up with people that you've talked to in the past. So
okay.
Great job. And Savannah, we were going through and just sharing like one positive thing that's happened to us this week. Do you want to do you have anything you want to share?
Well, I just started like Friday, but I've been surprised at how many people have been asking questions. Like I keep trying to put posts on my Facebook, and it seems every other post I get somebody new asking about it. And
Awesome.
there's a good 3 or 4 people that really want to get signed up, and it's just a matter of having the money between now and when they can afford to. So they weren't able to join me for my 21-day fix. Here. But they definitely want to get started, and they really like the idea of the program. And from what I've been learning from you, I've actually gotten to share a lot with them and what I've been seeing on the website and researching. So I felt pretty good sharing the information with them.
And that's awesome because you haven't even gotten your program yet. So that is
No, I've just been trying to research it through you and through the website. That way I didn't, I wasn't giving them weird information. So,
yeah,
but they all sound really excited. It's just a matter of having the money to start the program.
Yeah, that is amazing. So good job. And I can't tell who just joined us. Who is it that just came on? Okay. All right. Well, we're going to move on just on to the next. So today we're going to talk about business invites because I've gotten a lot of comments from people who want to know more about doing particularly business invites. So it's one thing to invite people to your challenge group. It's a little more natural because you are doing a challenge group. So it's easy to say, hey, come do this with me. But some people have a hard time going the business opportunity route. And I struggle coaching people on that because I find it easier to invite people for the business opportunity than I do for the challenge groups. So I did some snooping around in some files on our bigger team page. So like our ginormous, it's called the Bearcat Tribe. And there's probably like 15,000 people in that group. So they share a lot of information in there. And Keith, I just totally lost his last name.
Callahan.
Yes. He has a blog, and he shared literally yesterday when I was trying to prepare my lesson for you guys, a blog on how to successfully share the Beachbody business opportunity. So I was like, oh, it's meant to be. Perfect. So I'm going to kind of read over. He has a 9-step process that he goes through. And at the end, I will give you guys the link to find this information because I would love for you guys to link onto his blog and print it for yourself. It's tons of pages long, so we're not going to be able to hit all of it in 15 minutes, but we're going to try. So but
there is a link that we can check into it on?
Yes, there will be a link that I'll give you at the end of the video, and I'm going to hold it up so that everybody can see it. But
okay.
You can also write it down if you can write real quickly. I'll also post it on our team page so you can just link to it directly from there. So let me start by saying this. You can do this. Seriously, the only thing that stands in your way is to know how and the belief that you can do it. And that's exactly what this post is going to be all about. So that's the first thing you need to understand is you can do business invites. People do want to join you doing this. I think the number one obstacle for all of you guys that are struggling with it is fear that you are not going to be able to coach people as a business partner. Because either you're just starting your program or you don't have the results that you want to see or what you don't have enough coaches under you. You have to start somewhere, and you're not going to be dropped in this by yourself teaching and coaching someone. We're all here to help you. So the first thing you need to do is just get rid of all those negative thoughts and know that you can do this. So there's a 9-step process that we're going to go through tonight. And, it's a step system for sharing the business opportunity, as well as a bonus step that will teach you how to build to a 6-figure income, which is what Keith Callahan has done. There's also a video on his page that will help explain more about inviting to the Beachbody business opportunity. So first of all, step 1 is you have to create a master list. While building your Beachbody business, you'll always have 2 lists that you focus on and work off of. The first one is your master list, and the second one is your 10 in play list. Step 1 is to focus on creating a master list. This is the list that I've talked to most of you about, that is listing all of the people that you know. So it's not just the people that you're going to invite this week. It's not just the people that you're going to invite at all. It's a list of people that you know. You will have people on this list that you may never have any intention of inviting. So they're on the list because you know them. And then you're going to have the people you know through those people and the people you know through those people. So it's an extensive list. It's going to be a list of anyone and everyone you know that or have come into contact. It doesn't just mean know personally up close. It is people that you know or that you have contact with. You are going to continue adding to this list over and over as you meet new people. One goal I have every day is I add 5 new people to my list. So I sat down when I first started. It took me 6 months to come up with a list of everybody I know. I know a lot of people. So made my list, and every day I sit down and come up with 5 people I know that I don't have on that list. It might be people who you come into contact with since you made your list, so you didn't know them before. It might be people you contact that you forgot about, you lost contact with, and you come back into contact with. So just everyone. It's going to be what you work off to invite people to consider the Beachbody business. I just got a text. I want to make sure it's not from, oh, okay. So don't worry if you're nervous or worried about building your list or putting certain people on there. Don't worry about who you put on there. Just put them on there. Just because they're on the list doesn't mean you have to talk to them. We are not focusing on what we're going to say quite yet, or what we're going to share with them, or how we're going to share it. The most important part of step 1 is to brainstorm a list for every single person you know. Again, make sure you don't exclude anyone. In order to do this, there's a thing called the memory jogger in the back office on our website. You can get that. And when you first start, I suggest you take a 1-hour block, put it aside, and sit down and make your list for an hour. After that, you can just pull it out and add to it when you have time. So after you've created your master list, make sure that it's handy and that you'll be referring to it daily. So I keep mine in a binder. Some people like to keep theirs on the computer. Not a bad idea. I like to have mine. I'm going to have Jeremy mute everybody.
All right.
Sorry, I'm just getting a lot of feedback and I can't tell which one it is. I think it's a combo. It's not really kid noise. It's more feedback noise. It's probably one of the phones. So
She keeps making noise, so I keep muting mine.
Okay, we'll just mute everyone. That way, when I'm done talking, we'll unmute you guys for questions. Okay, so after you create your master list, you want to make sure you have it handy with you. So you want to keep it where you can grab it when you need it. That's the only downfall to keeping it on an Excel or a computer program is you may not always have it handy. There are a lot of times I'll be out and about and think, oh, I can add that person to my list, and I can literally pull my list out and add them. So step 2 is to break down your master list. Now that you've created your master list, we're going to go through each of those names and assign a number to them, 1 to 3. 1 are people you would love to work with. These are people that are on your list and that are like you and that you would love to have them on your team. We all have those dream team members that maybe have even told us no, but we're like not giving up on them because we know they would be amazing. We actually have a few people on our team that were those exact people, and I just stayed persistent enough that we got them on. So you're going to number those people 1s. You could see working with you. You're not intimidated by them, and you could see you both working together, loving and doing well. And my computer's going dead. Hold on just a second. 2s are people who you can't see really doing the Beachbody business. For one reason or another, Beachbody just doesn't seem like it's the right fit for them. And then the 3s are the people who you look up to. These are people who you are most likely afraid to talk to because they intimidate you. And you think that they are not going to take the Beachbody business seriously. But it would be amazing to have them on the team, but you don't ever see any circumstances where it might happen. Those people are going to be 3s. Okay, we're charging. Good. Step 3. So you have your master list. You've numbered everybody on that list, a 1 through a 3. And then as you add to that list, you're going to add a number next to the people that you add. So step 3 is to make an initial contact with those people on your master list. And the way that I suggest and have shared to you guys to do this is to do 2 to 5 invites a day. So you're using that master list to pull the 2 to 5 invites that you're doing a day. Some of us do much more. There's days I've done 20 invites because I just want to get things pumped up and get my business rolling. There's days I only do 2. So that's your prerogative, however you want to do it. So before we get into what to say to invite people from our list, we're going to touch upon a couple of different ways that you can reach out to people and to invite them. The first one is face-to-face. By far, this is the best method of communication, but it's also the one that is the scariest. I know for me, when I started, Facebook was all it was. I spent the first 4 or 5 months of my business purely on Facebook messaging. It is less intimidating and not nearly as scary as a face-to-face contact with somebody. I still get nervous a little over a year into this doing face-to-face meetings. The second way is by phone. If you cannot meet face-to-face, then phone is your next best option. Again, I had a phone fear for a long time. Now I find it much easier to pick up a phone and call somebody to talk to them about the business because they can hear your passion and they can get all their questions answered from your voice, not from a Facebook. There's a lot to be interpreted through messages. And then the third way is by a text message. I personally use text or Facebook direct messaging to reconnect with people to make my first initial contact to reconnect. So it's part of the forming that we talked about. We don't just pick out random people we haven't talked to in 10 years on Facebook and say, hey, come join my challenge group. We reconnect with them, find out how their life's going, fill in some of the blanks that we have about them. And then when it's a natural progression, we invite them. So Facebook and text messages are perfect for that kind of connections. Then after that, we can set up a quick call or a Zoom call. So Facebook direct messages, as I said earlier, I try to use these only for scheduling appointments or calls. But if I can't set an appointment or appropriate, I will use messages to share about Facebook or to share about the business opportunity as a last resort. What you will also find are there are people that you're inviting that want to talk to you through Facebook. They don't want you to call them. I think they are sometimes as intimidated by a phone call as we are. So keep that in mind. Email. Under no circumstances ever would I send a mass email inviting people to talk to you about the business. Keep it personal. Would you respond to somebody who sent you a mass email about starting a business opportunity? What can you use email for? What you can use email for is reaching out to people who you have not been in touch with for a long time. And only their contact information that you have is through email. But it's definitely a last resort. Okay, so here's a simple process for what to say when you finally reconnect and you're ready to reach out. First, this is really simple. The first step is to reconnect. Let them know that you have something you want to talk to them about, but first ask open-ended questions like, what have you been up to? What have the kids been up to? What type of work are you doing? Check their Facebook pages out ahead of time and find out what's going on in their life and ask more specific questions about what's going on in their life. Talk to them on a human level and get reconnected. Do not treat them like a prospect or a sale. If you do that, you will scare them away and they're not going to want to talk to you, especially if it's somebody you haven't talked to in a while. Remember the forming document that we've posted in the team pages. There are a couple of you that have not gone through Coach Basics yet. You will find out what that document is in a couple of weeks. Savannah, you're one. We will be getting you in that group. It starts December 1st. So after you've gone through that step, you want to do your invite. After you've reconnected and you make that following simple statement to an invite, FYI, you can reword this any way you want to for the number ones on your list. So these are the people that you want to work with, but they don't intimidate you. You think you'd be good partners. Here's his example. I am sure you're wondering what I wanted to talk to you about. I'm not sure if you know, but I just signed up as a Beachbody coach and I am really excited about it. I'm really new to this whole thing and I'm just getting my feet wet and was wondering if you'd be able to or be willing to help me out a little bit. Would you be willing to take a half an hour and listen to a team call about what I'm doing? You don't have to sign up and you don't have to sign up or buy anything, but I'd love to get your feedback and your opinion on my new business. Who knows? It might be something that you're interested in too. To sum it up in one phrase, what we're really asking is maybe this is for you, but would you do it to help me out? For your number 2s on your list, these are the people that you aren't as excited to work with. I am sure you're wondering what I wanted to talk to you about. I'm not sure if you know, but I just signed up as a Beachbody coach, and I'm really excited about it. I'm really new to this whole thing, and I just wanted to get my feet wet and was wondering if you'd be willing to help me out. Can you listen to a podcast call about what Beachbody coaches do? I'm not looking to get you to sign up or anything, but I'd love to get your opinion on it after listening and see if there's anyone that you know who might be interested in what I'm doing. So asking for referrals is huge. I have a lot of coaches I got from asking for referrals. So basically what we're asking our number 2 people are maybe you know someone who this might be for. So finally, our number 3s. These are the people that you'd love to have on your team, but they do intimidate you, and you think they may not take it seriously. So it starts off the same. I'm sure you're wondering what I wanted to talk to you about. I'm not sure if you know, but I just signed up as a Beachbody coach, and I am really excited about it. I'm new to this whole thing and just getting my feet wet, and was wondering if you'd be willing to help me. Would you please be willing to listen to this podcast and would you be willing to take about a half an hour and listen to a podcast about what I'm doing? Again, I'd love to hear your feedback and also see if there is anyone that you know who might be interested in what I'm doing. For this type of a person, what we're really asking is pure and simple. I know this isn't for you, but what do you think about it? And if you like it, do you know anyone that it might be for? I've used that approach a few times, not my favorite approach personally, but I've actually had people that have turned around and said, hey, wait a minute, you're telling me I'm not interested in this? I am interested in this. So it kind of creates a mental shift for them where they're like wanting what they can't have kind of mentality. So the next step is step 4, and this is to send a third-party tool. So you have made your list, you found the people you want to talk to, and you've made your initial contact with them saying, will you listen to something if I send it to you? So as far as third-party tools, we have many. There is the Team Beachbody video that just basically tells you what a Team Beachbody coach does. It's about 7 minutes long. We have about a 30-minute long podcast from Nicole Jones that is a business opportunity podcast. It's amazing. She tells her story and explains what coaching is. And we will begin doing bi-monthly business opportunity Zoom calls in January. I'm in the process of scheduling our first one. It'll be set up just like this. Everybody will invite anyone that's interested in learning more about the business opportunity, and I have an outline that we will go through. And this will get you all so excited. We will rotate through who is manning those calls. So it won't just be me talking every time. We will each share in hosting those calls. So you will get to talk a little bit and share about your story. It'll be fun. So at this point, it's time for you to send the one. Here's an important part. You want to set up a time for them to listen to whatever you're sending them. Don't ask them to say, listen to this when you have time. Ask them specifically, if I send it to you, will you listen to it by Thursday? And then follow up on Thursday. Don't let it just go. So figure out a time when they can listen, set that time up, and follow up with them about what they thought. A big mistake people make is just leaving that third-party tool to someone and asking them to get to it when they can. It is not a priority for them. This isn't their job yet. This is your job. So no, you follow up with them. So don't leave it on their plate. Go after it. So step 5 is follow up. So you've sent them the third-party tool, you set up the day that they're going to watch it, and you're going to follow up immediately after that. This step is pretty simple, just doing what you said you're going to do. So here's how a follow-up might go. What are questions that you want to ask them? What did they like about what they listened to? Just focus on the parts they liked. Don't ask them what they didn't like. Take notes as you're talking to them about the things that interested them. Second, after talking about what they liked, if this was something you wanted to do, what type of reservations or questions would you have? Take notes as they tell you these things. You have to be able to remember this stuff and let them know that you were listening. Don't try to answer all their questions right now. Just take notes on what they say. Finally, after you've discovered what they like and what reservations and questions they have, simply thank them and ask them if it would be okay if you followed up with them later. Step 6, you have all your lists, you've done all the work, so now you're going to fill in your 10 in playlist. So basically a 10 in playlist are the 10 people that you are actively talking to about the business opportunity or a challenge group. So it's your active 10 people. You should always try to have 10 in play. We don't always. Sometimes we have 3. Sometimes I've had like 20. So it just depends on the ebb and flow of the way the business works. So you are going to want to get your 10 in play. The people that go on your 10 in play are the ones that have shown some interest in what you're doing. In the beginning, you're going to add anyone and everyone to your 10 in playlist until you get it filled up. But once it's filled, you're going to keep only your hottest prospects on that list. So when I first started, filling up my 10 in playlist was pretty easy because everybody was new to this and no one had told me no yet. At this point, I have a 10 in playlist, and as I get people off of that 10 in playlist, I add people onto that 10 in playlist. So it's a lot of work in the beginning and a little work at the end. Step 7 is to educate. So how do we work with people in our 10 in playlist? We begin by simply educating them. We refer them back to the list of parts they liked about what they listened to and their questions, and then we educate them on those things. We provide additional resources for the parts they liked. For example, if they like the idea about a passive income, we could share a video about the team cycle bonus. We also take the time to answer any questions they have. Here is a list of good resources that you can send to answer frequently answered questions. You can refer them to your website. You can refer them to our team Facebook page. We can answer questions. You can refer them to your coach. That's what I'm here for, and your coaches are here for. Google and YouTube also have great resources. Google makes me nervous because there's a lot of weird negative stuff depending on how they Google it. But our YouTube page is fantastic and has tons of amazing videos on it. This is really important for 2 reasons. First, we're educating people, not selling them something. So that gives it a different feeling for the person that you're talking to. Nobody likes to be sold on anything. So if we simply focus on educating them, which leads to them respecting you and developing a trusting relationship. Second, during the education process, we are just going to continue to send them third-party tools. This is another super important piece because they see you as a person who educates by providing information, not the information itself. This helps to reinforce what they can do with it and what you're doing. Step 8, this is the fun part, signing people up. You've done all the work and now it's time to sign people up. So here's how you're going to do it. First of all, you make the following statement. You would be really good at this business because have you ever considered it? And then you fill in that blank. And the way I have always gone about this is when I'm ready to send a specific business invite to somebody about joining my team as a coach who's working, I sit down and I write the person's name on a piece of paper and I memory jog myself all of the characteristics that they have that I think, why do I want them on my team? What characteristics have I seen in them, or what traits have I seen that make me know or think they will be amazing at what we do? And I just write those down. That makes it so much easier to word your invite to them. So, did I miss a page? So after you send the invite, you're going to get a response. It's not always yes. It's not always no. It's most often, let me think about it. Let me talk to my spouse. Let me talk to so-and-so. I'll get back to you. So the magic step 9, is to teach our new coaches steps 1 through 8. So some of you guys have got coaches that have signed up and who have signed up other coaches. So you're at a new phase in your business, some of you newer than others, that you need to help them sign coaches up and share the business opportunity. So basically what you want to do is master this process and then duplicate that down to your coaches. It's the part where most people fail at because they start, but they don't finish it. The magic of this business, the part that's going to help you build a big income, is that it has to come down to 2 things. Teaching your coaches how to follow your system. If it works for you, it's going to work for them. They may tweak it their own little way to make it effective and personal for them, but you need to duplicate yourself. And never stop inviting. I can't stress this one enough. Okay, so I'm going to say it again. never stop inviting 3 to 5 people every single day from your list. This is the part where most people stop. They'll do really good for a month or two, and then they'll slack off a couple of days. I can honestly tell you that besides maybe vacation days, and even sometimes then, there has not been a day go by where I have not invited at minimum 2 people. So that's one of the big reasons I am as successful as I am, is because I have been consistent about that. When I signed up, the coaches who trained me are doing what I'm doing right now and stressing that that is the most important thing. And I picked up on that from them, that of all of the stuff they taught me, this is what it kept coming back to with them. So I was like, obviously this must be important for something. So I'm going to do it, even if I think it's stupid. And there are some days I thought, I don't want to do this, but if my coaches asked me, I wanted to say I did it. So I did. I just did it. They weren't always heartfelt invites, but I got them done. So never stop inviting 2 to 5 people a day from your list. This is the most important step. They sign up, most people will sign up 1 or 2 people, and then they start working with those 1 or 2 people and they stop inviting. Just because you're signing people up does not mean you stop looking for new people. The reason I've been able to get to what will hopefully be 5-star diamond by the end of the month is because even though I've got 20 coaches working on my team with me right now, I'm still looking for new people. I'm not stopping my inviting because I have a team. I want my team to be 1,500 people, 4,000 people. I mean, I have huge dreams for where our team can go. So never stop inviting every day. So with that, I'm going to conclude the training on this because we're running out of time. If you have specific questions for me on business inviting, feel free to message me. I know a couple of you guys have. I will say you're more than welcome to read any of the posts that I do and make them your own. I wouldn't suggest you copy and paste them because some of them have personal ideas in them. So you want to put your own personal ideas, but don't hesitate to borrow anything that I've ever posted. It's all free game for our team. But I do suggest that you all sit down and make an imaginary character list of the person, like the perfect teammate for your team. Who are you looking for as a coach? So I've done this, and for me, the perfect person I'm looking for, the audience I'm trying to hit are moms of kids who want to be home, have been working full-time or are having to work full-time, want to be home with their kids, and want to get their health in line. They don't make tons of money, but they make enough that being able to step into this business and give it a go won't financially hurt them. So be very specific when you're making that list of people. If you have that idea written out about who your business partners look like, it's going to be amazingly easy for you to refocus your business invites and hit those people. Because what you're going to do, your mind's going to shift and you're going to start sharing things that interest those people. They're going to start following your page more often and being like, hey, wait, there's something special here. We have a connection. So those are your tasks for the following week. Make your list, add to your list if you haven't already. Most of you already have a list, but add to it. A few of you are pretty new and don't have your list completed. So start your list, create your 10 in play, and imagine who your business partner is. Write it out, journal it, please. Don't just in your head say, yeah, she's a mom and she has kids. And because even now, me trying to tell you who my ideal partner is, I can't think of it in my head. It's written down in my journal and I could go read you down to the type of car she drives. But be very specific. The more specific you are, it's going to be better. I mean, does she drive a minivan? Does she drive a sports coupe? It's going to make a difference when you're writing your invites. So sounds silly. Trust me. Okay. So do you guys have any questions? If you do, you can unmute yourself and ask away. Oh.
The invites, are they personal invites or are they invites to like a group you're setting up on your own
Personal.
Facebook?
So what I would do is like your post on your Facebook page wouldn't be an invite. A personal invite is you going through a list of people and finding somebody that you think
And like calling them or texting them, and
yes,
that's an invite. Okay.
yeah. And then you will sit down, you'll pick out the name of the person, and then you're going to find out, okay, so why did I pick that person? Is it because they're energetic? Is it because they always are smiling? They have a great effect on people. They're motivating to other people. Why specifically? And then create your invite around those adjectives that you come up with.
Okay.
Okay. Makes sense. And so really quickly, we have 2.5 minutes left. So for the people who signed 2 coaches last month, their PB2 finally came in. We didn't even know what it took to get this in. So Tiffany, Christy, Georgie, and I think there was one more, and I can't remember if it was Alicia or not, but if you're not Tiffany, Georgie, or Christy, and you signed 2 coaches in November, message me, because I have one more and I can't remember who it goes to. And I can't find my post. So that stuff will go out. Don't forget this month, if you hit Success Club this month, you get a $25 gift card anywhere you want. Just tell me and I'll send it to you. So it has to happen before the 30th of the month. And you will get Life's Golden Ticket. I'm doing both of those. Which Life's Golden Ticket is love it. Okay, we have 1 minute left. Any last minute questions? Thank you so much for getting on. Busiest call we've had. I'm grateful for it. Guys, have a good night.
Good night.